Okay, welcome, babes. No pre-pull, no nothing. I want to jump straight into this message because it came through so strong enough. I'm wearing the shirt. Heartbreaker season. You're a heartbreaker. Just accept it. Just accept it. You're a heartbreaker, okay? It's really giving. Can't get you out of their mind. That's why it's hard for them to find. Can't get you out of their head. Miss you, kiss you, love you. Babes, you are poison. And I'm just saying this song came through so strong because, listen, it's like they think it's poison, but it's actually the sweet nectar of the gods. Okay? And it's like, this is such a sensitive and caring collective that you would never intentionally and purposefully break someone's heart. Like, that's not who you are to your core. But in turn, that makes you so reliable. That makes you just the type of person that people want to be around. So it's like, if you need that time to yourself, you need to withdraw or withhold or come back into yourself. And maybe you can't make their birthday party, or you can't make an event that they threw, or you just can't give them what they're used to getting from you. It's like they feel now all of a sudden they're in this huge amount of lack. And so it's not that it's all about perspective, right? We live in this matrix wherein, I'm a person who believes, and there's a lot of evidence that backs it, that single payer healthcare, Medicare for all, whatever you want to call it, universal healthcare, is good. It works. It saves money. It produces better health outcomes. I mean, there's so much data backing this. People fight to keep this around and to keep the large corporations out of healthcare. And I'm going to say more developed nations. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say more developed nations, like a bunch of nations in Europe, nations in Latin America. And of course, are they quote unquote more developed? Like in the 3D, some of them maybe no, whatever developed means. But when it comes to producing better outcomes for their citizens, yeah, they're more developed than the United States of America. Because look around you if you're here, or look in the news if you're not here. King of Wands just came through. Okay, so I'm going to say this with confidence. Okay, I'm going to let that fire within me go cray. Okay, so yes, I have that perspective, but there are a lot of people who don't have that perspective. They think it's bad. They could be delusional. They are. They could be misguided. They are. They could be propagandized. They are. But that's their perspective. That's their truth. Okay, so we live in this society. We live in this matrix, all about perspective. And all about, what your viewpoint, what's your point of view, and then you develop your reality based off of that. So what I'm getting with this energy with you guys, this heartbreaker energy, it's that from their perspective, you broke their heart because you didn't show up exactly how they felt like they needed you to show up. But that's based off of the fact that you've already shown up so many times. You've already done so. You've already given so much to them and to their experience that it's like this is what I'm getting. It's almost like you're like a drug. It's almost like you're like a drug. And they're going through withdrawal from you. So yeah, it hurts them. It's like their nervous system isn't attuned to not having full access to you. Their nervous system is not attuned to not being able to realize and actualize the vision of you that they need to keep them sustained in their head. Okay? But I want to empower you that there's nothing you can do about that. If you need to retreat back into yourself in order to take care of yourself, and I don't care, this is a large collective, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But we have parents in this collective. We have teachers in this collective. We have, figures of authority in this collective. And it's like, So we have a lot of people in this collective who have a lot of responsibility, okay, because you're in positions of power. This is a collective that is like that, okay? But regardless of where you are, who is responsible for you, if you are not right within yourself, if you are not balanced within yourself, even if you're a parent, right? That's like the most direct, like what you do affects the life of your children, right? So you may be thinking, I need to exhaust myself for my children. But if you can't show up completely as your authentic, genuine self with high vibrations, and not all the time, but most of the time for your kids, and you're constantly exhausting yourself, giving too much, giving more than you have, you can't fill your own cup up. At the end of the day, you're actually going to be doing a detriment to your children. So you have to remember that you are an individual as well. Even if you have kids, even if you have students, even if you're a coach and you have players, like, you are doing a disservice to them by not taking care of yourself. Okay. And so it's good to attune their nervous system early on that, hey, I will always do my absolute best to be there and take care of you in all the ways that spirit speaks through me is necessary. But you need to know that I'm an individual and I need time to myself too. I'm an individual and I need to fill my own cup up as well. I'm an individual and I need time and space away from you. It doesn't matter, and it's not personal to them. This is a big thing to learn in relationships as well. It's not personal to the other person. In fact, another way to look at it is I can spend the most time with you consecutively, concurrently, before needing a break to retreat back to myself. So that's actually a compliment to you, compliments to you, compliments to the chef you cooking. Okay, you're cooking in my life. But at the end of the day, the chef needs to sleep too. Like, the chef can't be at the restaurant. If the restaurant is a 24-hour restaurant, that one chef can't be there all day. We're humans. We have bodies. We're not computers. And even computers really, I mean, they either need rest or they need to consume constantly a lot of water to keep them cool. Like, there's always a cost is what I'm saying. Okay. And so, yes, we haven't even drawn many cards here, but I'm on my King of Wands energy. It's just me and this camera. It's me and y'all. Okay. We locked in. We tapped in with each other. Okay. I am going to pull more cards, but I want to get this. This message was burning within me. This message was burning within me, and I needed to get it to you guys. Okay. So y'all are like that. You're so light. You have such there's such a warmth to you. It's like, it's a security blanket. It's like that comforter when you've had a long day at work, and I'm thinking back to my playing days, like long day at training camp, long day, and you just can't wait to get in your bed and snuggle up with that comforter. That's you guys' energy, right? And it's almost like, imagine you walked in there and all of a sudden the comforter is gone. There's no comforter. Like, can you still sleep? Yeah, you can still sleep, but is the experience going to be a lot different? Yeah. Well, I'm just snuggling up with my sheet and my pillow. Like, where my comforter at? You know, like, that's what it's giving, guys. But I want to continue to empower y'all to take care of yourself. Okay? I know a lot of people rely on you, but guess who also relies on you? You. Like, your body relies on you to take care of it. Your mind relies on you, your spirit, your soul to take care of it, right? Whatever relies and essentially lives within these laws of spirit, which is, look, we live under gravity. It is what it is. Like, so what does that mean? Like, your spirit could want to fly, but that don't mean, that don't mean you can jump off a 20-story building just because your spirit wants to fly. I don't advise that. I do not advise that. That is my non-professional professional advice, right? But that doesn't mean you can't dream, you can't imagine it, you can't go bungee jumping or something, right? But that we have to live under the laws of spirit, and you can't stay up 5, 6, 7 days in a row. Just can't do it, right? So like you all have to take care of yourself first and foremost. I don't care what position you're in. You have to take care of yourself. And by way of that, you will take care of your tribe. You will take care of your community. Okay? Your community, if that's the right community for you, that community wants to see you living your best life, wants to see you in your best state, in your highest vibration. If that's the right community. If you're in a community where you don't feel that they want that for you, that's an issue. It's not the right community. It's not the right space. Okay? Any more words, Spirit, for the collective? Nope. We take 8 of Wands again. 8 of Wands. Clarify this 8 of Wands. Okay. Okay, we just got a lot of cards. We got the 5 of Cups, but it came out in reverse. Love to see it. Okay. This is how you let. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay. A lot of times we internalize other people's disappointment, other people's grief, due to us being the Empress, being in our own. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay. The Empress has to make sure that the Empress has a lot of responsibility, right? The Empress overlooks and oversees an entire realm. So the Empress can't necessarily worry about the struggles of one single individual. Yes, the Empress cares about the struggles of all within her kingdom, but the Empress can't put the struggle of one over the how do I say this? The Empress, there's a balance, right? There's a cost benefit analysis the Empress has to do. So if there's one individual who's upset because their neighbor is encroaching or their neighbor's dog is constantly in their yard, is that really a problem is that something the Empress is going to be dealing with? That's not an issue the Empress can concern herself with. The Empress has to concern herself with making sure the entire kingdom is protected from foreign invaders. Maybe that's what I'm getting from the 8 of Wands. Like, that's what the Empress is thinking about. The Empress has bigger fish to fry, like quite literally. So what does the Empress do? The Empress enlists the help of a Knight of Pentacles, right? This is like community service members, mental health experts, animal control, the police. Like, the Empress has to delegate. And so what I'm getting with this in regards to this message and you all is that you can't be everything to any individual. You can't be like, they even say it takes a village to raise a child. You can't even if you're a single parent, you cannot, it is not physically possible for you to be everything for that child. You have to be able to delegate. You have to remember that you are the Empress of your kingdom, okay? You are the Empress of your kingdom. And so you have to make sure, you have to step back and take an entire view of you have to kind of zoom out 10,000 feet and from a bird's eye view, take a look at the entire picture and make decisions from there. Okay? And that, to me, this is, okay, let me get some more cards. Hold up. Because this message is so strong, I want to be real precise and tactical with it. Ten of Wands. Literally. You have to delegate. The Ten of Wands is all about burdens, Okay, you see the cat going up this ladder holding all these wands? It's like, yes, you can do it, but there's a cost. There's an energetic cost. There's a real life cost to all of our actions. And excuse me. Wrong pipe. So it's best to delegate certain issues, okay, to trusted confidants, like a Knight of Pentacles. Very trusted knight. I mean, this knight is methodical. This knight is practical. This knight does not move too fast, does not get into things without a second thought, like doesn't find themselves caught in traps or in ambushes or in this knight is going to be very methodical. Okay. It's Pentacles is earth sign energy. We're talking about Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. We're not talking necessarily about the Knight of Wands, like an Aries who might just kind of throw themselves into something. And there's a need for that knight. Think about that's the knight that everyone that's the knight that goes into battle first, and is confident and is not worried about it, and ends up alive after the whole thing go down. That's the Knight of Wands, right? And that's necessary too. But for something like somebody being disappointed or upset about a smaller issue, Knight of Pentacles for sure. Let me throw the Knight of Pentacles in there. They'll show up yo, what's the issue? You see the cat just chilling on the horse, beautiful horse, by the way, got the wreath around him and everything, just vibing. The knight's okay, what's the issue here? Let's get this resolved. Do I look stressed? Okay, I think y'all should have a little bit more of the vibe I'm on right now. Let's relax. Okay, so the Ten of Wands is all about holding heavy burdens. And the lesson of the Ten of Wands is you can ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. And I know a lot of us in this collective maybe grew up in households where you had to do a lot. You had to grow up too quickly. You had a lot of responsibilities at a super young age. You may have felt we may have oldest siblings in here who felt like an additional parent. We may have people who were in single parent households who had to just take on more responsibility. So you're kind of your nervous system is attuned to this. And everything is a gift and a curse. That means, like I said before, you got a strong ass back. You're strong. You have extraordinary, phenomenal strength and ability and will and grit. Okay. But on the downside of that, it's sometimes we're not as willing to ask for help. We're not as willing to allow others to show up for us. Okay. And that can have diminishing returns. So that's the lesson of the Ten of Wands. That's the lesson that I'm getting for this collective is it's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to put yourself first and trust that, yes, people may be upset and yes, people may be disappointed that you're choosing yourself over exerting yourself to help them. But it's also important for them to have their own collective of people that they can go to. You may be first in line, but if you say no, it's like ranked choice voting. If you say no, okay, then I need to trust in my decision making that you have a number two behind me. I love being your number one. I'm obsessed with that. I'm a sensitive, caring individual. I love you, but I have some other obligation that I need to fulfill within myself. So I need to trust within that decision-making process that you have a number two, that you have someone else you can go to, that this doesn't all fall on me. And it's important to be able to communicate that with our loved ones, our friends. Okay. We have a lot of Wands energy out here. Okay. We have a lot of Wands energy out here. Queen of Wands, right? So, okay, let's think about the Queen of Wands, right? We have the King of Wands out here and the Queen of Wands, divine counterparts, okay? The Queen of Wands, she is the type of leader, this femme energy is the type of leader who has strong boundaries, very strong boundaries, understands that has the ability to, I mean, this is just a charismatic individual. Okay, this is what I'm getting. You all have a certain charisma. You have a certain gusto, if you will, to you. And this brings a lot of attention. This brings a lot of, this brings a lot of attention, okay? This brings a lot, this is like, what I'm getting with this Queen of Wands is you guys, it's, and Wands is fire energy. We're thinking Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? It's about the spark within. It's literally fire, like the sun. A ball of fire that gives life, okay? So this is a collective of individuals who you literally give life. Like you are the centerpiece. It's like your energy, people feed off of it. Like it's literally like a source of life for people. And because of that, like this just literally, this reading is coming for full circle at this point. Because, okay, I'm gonna explain this Eight of Cups, okay? I'm gonna explain this Eight of Cups. You give life to people. But there's a gift and a curse, right? Yin and yang to everything. So like I was saying at the beginning of the message, when you withdraw back into yourself, when you withdraw that source of energy, when it's raining outside, the sun's still there, still shining, of course, but when you can't see it, you're always there. You're always going to be there. That's the type of person you are. You're always going to be there for people. But sometimes there's cloud cover. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 days of storms. And yes, you're there, but you can't necessarily reach the people. And that feels like heartbreak to them. That feels like a high amount of grief to them. Okay? But this Eight of Cups is letting us know that it's still okay to walk away in spite of that. It's still okay to retreat to yourself. I know there's a lot that we've had invested. You see how these cups are nice and neatly stacked? And the cups journey is one, like, especially the Five of Cups, okay? The Six of Cups, like there's a lot of, within the cups realm, which is emotions, which is water signs. We're thinking Pisces, Scorpio, okay, Cancer. There's a lot of emotions wrapped up in this stuff, okay? And because we're sensitive individuals in this collective, we want everyone to feel good. But a part of life is the yin to the yang. It is the grief. It is the disappointment. It is sadness. It is the rain. The sunshine always comes back out, but there are the periods of the rain. You'll always be there, but there are times when you won't. And they need to be okay with that. And I'm empowering this collective that it's okay to resonate and empathize and sympathize, but that doesn't make the decision you made wrong. That doesn't mean once they start crying or complaining that you change your mind. Stand on business. Stand on your business, okay? Stand on your business. It's important. It's important for them to learn. It's important for kids to learn that whenever they cry or throw a tantrum, it's important for them to know that that doesn't mean that you're just going to change your mind, or you're going to, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to cave essentially to their every desire. Capitulate. That's what I was looking for. It doesn't mean you're going to capitulate to their every desire. It just don't work like that. And it's important for kids to learn that. It's important for the people who rely on you to learn that lesson. Okay? The Moon card came out. Right? It's important for them to know that the sun is going to go down. It's not going to be up all day. Even in, I think, Alaska in the summer, it's out like for like 20 hours or something crazy, but the moon still comes out for them 3-4 hours. There's still going to be a phase, a time where the sun isn't out. That doesn't mean it's not there. The sun is still physically there and it's coming back. Okay. And sometimes it feels like I'm getting this collective have went through a dark night of the soul. Okay. And what I'm getting with that is, you know what it's like to feel like the sun is never going to come back out, but it does. And it's trusting and having faith. That's where faith comes in. Okay, I'm wondering what this card is going to be. Ooh, the Five of Swords. Okay, it's having faith. And it's having faith that, yes, we're going to go through battles in our life. And that's just a part of life. And a lot of the battles that we have to go through are mental battles. And that's just a part of life. And really, this is a mental battle for the people who feel like their hearts are broken because you made a decision to choose yourself. It's something they'll get over. It's physically, they're fine. They're okay. They're still breathing. Their feet are still planted on the ground. They're still okay. It's really a mental thing. And those things are important for us to work through and get through. This is how you find victory. Okay, this is how you find success. By not giving into everyone else's desires. By choosing yourself, this is how you win. Okay? And I'm getting this is how your collective wins too. Any final messages, Spirit, for the collective? Ten of Swords. Feels like betrayal to them. Even if it feels like betrayal to them. Okay, that's interesting. So on a lot of Ten of Swords cards, I mean, they all pretty much look the same, but I like here how this cat has that one eye open. Like, it feels like betrayal, but the cat's still alive. Like, this is a figure, and swords is air energy. So we're talking about Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it's like, it's of the mind. Okay? It's about, and air signs, a lot about relationships, communication. Okay? And it feels like you sent them, like, what I'm getting is like you sent them like a breakup text or like a breakup letter. And they're playing dead. Like if they're acting as if they are dead, but look, they got that one eye open. Like, how are they reacting to this? Like, it's literally giving like they're playing dead. That's so funny. Like, they're dramatic. And that's okay. Like, this is a collective of artists, so we're no stranger to the dramatics, okay? We're no stranger to drama. We love the drama. We love the tea here, okay? But it's like, they gon' flail and throw tantrums, but you gotta stand on business, okay? Spirit is saying this collective needs to stand on business because this collective needs to get used to, quote unquote, letting people down. And are you actually letting them down? No, that's not the type of person you are. You're not going to intentionally disappoint people. But in fact, you end up disappointing them by capitulating to their every desire. Okay, that's too many cards. I don't want all these cards. Okay. Any final messages, Spirit? So I do have to go. I got a little flexibility class at the gym, so I got to get out of here. King of Cups. Okay? We have to become so centered within our own selves, so centered within our own inner world, within our own emotional worlds, that we can be floating in the middle of an ocean and we just chilling. We're not worried. Okay? We can be, okay, that's what I'm getting. This is an ocean of their tears and you're still sitting pretty, like, okay, I understand. You see the demeanor of this King of Cups, this cat. I love this catacorn deck. You see the demeanor? Like, I understand. I get it. That doesn't mean I'm changing my mind, but I understand. I see where you're coming from. I feel for you. Like, that's what it's giving, okay? So I'm going to leave it at this because I do got to go. But this is your message. Choose yourself. You already are the type of person that puts everyone else first. You care about your collective. You want your tribe to win. You love to see everyone else win. So that's your foundation. So by choosing yourself, it's not selfish. It's actually selfless because you're choosing to retreat for some time to take care of yourself, to do what's best for you, so that you can get back to serving the community, which is your foundation, which is your base, okay? So I'm empowering you guys, this collective, you babes, to choose yourself today, take care of yourself today, and you will always come back and serve your community the best way you know how to, okay? Because that's who you are. That's the type of person you are. That's the type of collective that this is, okay? I love you so much, and until the next time, babes. Mwah.